Hey foodies, it's Crystal. Welcome back to my Gadget Kitchen. Today I'm making air fryer bacon wrapped chili cheese dogs, and I'm using my Philips Air Fryer XL and Breville Hot Wok Pro. And in case you were wondering, this is not a part of my Eating Light series. Here are the ingredients I'll be using. I have a can of whole peeled tomatoes, black chili beans, white chili beans, kidney beans, rotel, chili powder or chili seasoning, 2 onions, 1 bell pepper, some garlic, about 2.5 pounds of ground beef, some hot dogs, and some bacon. All right, let's get cooking. So I'm putting the vegetables in my Cuisinart food processor, and I'm going to mince them up really fine. I am now adding some stir-fry oil to my preheated wok. And I am adding in my minced veggies, and then I'm adding in my ground beef, and I'm going to mix that all together and brown up the meat. So while that's cooking, I put the whole tomatoes in the food processor and I pulsed them about 4 or 5 times just to break them up a little bit. And this is what it looked like. And then I used my turkey baster to remove some of the fat, not all of the fat, just some of the fat, because fat is flavor. So I'm taking out a little bit of the fat, and then I'm adding in my tomatoes. And then after the tomatoes, I added in the can of rotel. And then it was time to add my beans, the black chili beans, the white chili beans, and then I had 2 cans of kidney beans that I rinsed and drained. And so once all the beans were added in, it was time to season it up. So I got my 2 packs of chili seasoning. I've got some Sazon seasoning, granulated garlic, granulated onion, and some chili powder. And I mixed that up really well. And I gave it a taste, and the flavor was not quite there yet. So I added in a little bit of kosher salt, and then I finished it up with some slap your mama, because that makes everything taste amazing. So then after I did that, flavor was on point. So I went ahead and added some bay leaves, and I covered it and I let it cook on low all day. And that was about 6 to 8 hours. So once it finished cooking, it smelled amazing, it looked amazing, and it tasted amazing. Chili was perfect. So now let's work on these dogs. So I've got my bacon and I got my hot dogs, and I'm just going to wrap the bacon around the hot dogs, and 1 piece of bacon was enough for 2 hot dogs. So I went ahead and just split the bacon in half and got my wrap on. So here I wrapped, 6 hot dogs, and then I put 2 toothpicks in each hot dog to hold the bacon on, and they were ready to go in the air fryer. So I'm using the Philips Air Fryer XL, and I've got it set to 390. I'm adding a little bit of water at the bottom. This will help to prevent any smoking, because the fat dripping from the bacon can cause smoke. So the water will help with that. And I'm going to set this to cook at 390 for 15 minutes. And while the hot dogs were cooking, I had some frozen crinkle cut fries in my DeLonghi multi-fry. Alright, so now I'm just checking on the hot dogs, make sure they're cooking evenly on all sides, and they cooked perfectly. So now it's time to build these chili dogs. So I'm putting the hot dogs on the bun. I've removed the toothpicks, obviously, and it's time to top them with that yummy chili. And once I've got the chili on there, I topped it with some shredded cheese, and then I popped them in my Breville Smart Oven Air using the broil setting. And this is what it looks like. Cheese is all ooey and gooey, and these chili dogs were delicious. My family loved them. I didn't have time to be doing 1 plate at a time, so I did put more on a baking tray, and this was a more efficient way to get them on the table. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe and turn on the notifications. And as always, thanks so much for watching. And remember, get out of that drive-thru and get into the kitchen. Bye.